What is up, folks? It is Baku here, and today we are going to be looking at this PowerSonic PSL-BTC-1290. This is a Bluetooth-enabled lithium phosphate polymer, lithium iron phosphate polymer battery. So this allows you to download the app and connect this battery via Bluetooth and look at some statistics, maybe your charge statistics, maybe some temperature information, stuff like that. I'm not sure because I cannot get this battery working, cannot charge it. It's currently at 0 volts, but just doing a smell around here, I don't smell any lithium. And if you have any experience with leaking lithium phosphate batteries or any leaking lithium batteries, there's a very distinct smell. I do not smell, so we're gonna dig into this and hope we can either see the problem or maybe fix it, or maybe just take out the Bluetooth BMS and use it in another battery, because that would be cool to have a Bluetooth connectivity for any other battery but this piece of crap. This is a drop-in replacement for an SLA of the same size, and it's using an SLA case. I'm assuming it looks like it, judging by this top. So we're going to start by taking off this top and seeing if there's anything underneath. So mainly today what we're going to be doing, using to take this apart, is razor blades, because this case is glued. So we might have to use some heat with some heat gun. We'll see. Well, that was easy. A little too easy. Okay, so yeah, they literally used an SLA case. So if you take these caps off, curious to see what's inside. Oh yeah, so I actually see a cell. So let's just take off all these caps. Okay, so we've got all the caps off here. Now I can see a wire in here, a positive wire. I can actually see a cell, a little label. So yeah, they literally just used a standard SLA case since they already exist. Okay, I see some indication that there may have been some melting here. You can see the case is kind of lifted off right here. So this is going to be where we're going to start pulling it, and there's a warranty void if removed here. We're going to start here because there's a big gap. So I'm going to start with a larger razor blade. And I'm just trying to, there we go. I'm going to take the razor blade and lift this edge just like this. It's making a satisfying sound, cracking sound, so the sounds of it, you're getting through this. So I'm going to continue onto this side. See if I can continue popping all this up. Yeah, I can see that white stuff right here. That's actually the glue that they used to seal this shut. So I think I have it at a point now that I can, maybe I don't necessarily want to ruin this case if I don't have to. Yes, there we go. Okay, I think I do smell lithium, so I think these cells are fucked. To be 100% honest. So we're just gonna continue popping off this glue since it doesn't want to be 100% good yet. So all I am doing is putting the blade under that tab and prying it up. If I need to, just sliding it back and forth. It's gonna dig slightly deeper. I'm just gonna lift that glue up like it's doing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, finally, we got it. We didn't want to completely break the top. Oh, okay. See if we can get these out. Do not know how this was placed inside of here, so I don't quite know how I'm going to get it out of here so nicely. I think the whole thing will come out better as one unit instead of trying to angle it one way. But I need to try and get the bottom to fall out a bit. Try not to short any connections just in case this battery is live and it's just a BMS is disabled for some reason, maybe an over current. Sorry, I'm out of the camera just to try and get it, but I think we got it here. There we go. Doesn't seem to be any leaking, not that I see. You can see some, okay, there's a Bluetooth module. Just trying to expose what's going on this BMS here, and we can have a look. Okay, so looking at the BMS here, by the looks of it, looks like it might be their own BMS. Okay, there's temperature sensor. There's the Bluetooth module, I would presume. If you want, there's these numbers right here. You might be able to search them up. Need to get this BMS off nicely. So I could see if I could read something on the back. Okay, so they put the nickel plate right to the BMS. So let's just first get a meter on this. See if there's any voltage whatsoever. So I'm gonna split it right here. Well, it's not gonna help because balance cables. Okay, let me get a meter. Okay. No, so there's just nothing. One volt. And it doesn't. It's weird because I don't. Voltage drops right down. I think it's the BMS that's fucked. 1 volt for sure. What's this asking for? Okay, battery plus. .3 volts. Nothing. So I think these batteries just need, I think it just needs to be charged. I think that's the only thing wrong with this battery. I think the BMS has it disabled. I could not enable it with a charge current. So what I'm going to do, there's just this one scuff that I made. So that is something I'm definitely going to cover with a piece of tape before this goes back together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and just quickly solder a lead. Actually, I don't even need to. I got alligator clips. We're going to hook a battery charger to this. See if we can get this charging past the BMS, and if we can get this BMS to activate or turn back on. Okay, folks, so here I am. So what I'm going to do, I have my Noco Genius G3500, my Frankenstein edition, as you can see, custom wires, for a reason unknown, and alligator clippers on the end. So what I'm going to go is straight to the positive, because it goes right to battery plus. Just like that. And then with the negative lead, I'm going straight to battery negative. And this is something that I didn't even get before. It's over on lithium right here, 12 volt lithium. It's going to start up. Now it's charging. And then I'm just going to leave this for a bit. Maybe until it gets up to 50%. And then we'll see if this BMS has gone back, well, if it's turned back on, or if the BMS is maybe screwed. Maybe I have to download the app, but before I couldn't get the app to work, maybe because the BMS didn't have enough power for the Bluetooth transmitter. So that's another thing we are going to be testing with the phone. So see you soon once this battery charges up a little bit more. You know, it might be hard for you guys to see. Very low. See you soon. Hello again, folks. So we're back here, and quickly off camera, I seen the light for the 50% come on. So I switched the negative lead from the battery minus over to the power minus. And the reason because is once I knew that the batteries had a sufficient amount of voltage for the BMS to be getting power from that side, I know you can activate or bring back the BMS from maybe an under voltage event from putting a charge or a load on the main two lines. So that's what I did. I put the charge on, the BMS activated, the blue light came on. I went and opened the PSL app, the PowerSonic, the PSL Smart Battery app, and the battery came up. So when I went to it, it actually said that this was the first cycle life. So I am not sure if it is because the battery went to such a low voltage that maybe the memory wiped, or if this is a brand new battery that never got used. Or I actually purchased it as a broken battery that needed to be repaired, but if the cycle life is correct, this is a brand new battery. So with that being said, I'm going to let it finish charging up here, and then I'm going to put it back into the box. Well, I'm going to let it do at least 50% up to 75, so it doesn't have too much power, but at least enough that I know that I shouldn't have to pull everything back out of the box, because I plan on gluing everything back in. Okay, folks, so I've got this battery completely charged up now, and I've actually got a way to show you guys the app that I didn't realize earlier on. So what we're going to do, the blue light isn't flashing, but it's going to be flashing once we have the app. It actually might also be hidden under this pad, which I put back on for when we put this back in that case. So if you go onto your phone, let me move this out of our way. Okay, so you're going to have to download the PowerSonic app right there. It's like the PowerSonic Smart Battery app. You're going to have to click that, open her up. Zoom in a bit. Okay, so this should pop up. Uses Bluetooth low energy, so we don't have to click any buttons on the BMS. It's just automatically going to detect it whenever this manages to open. Here we go. So for the purposes of the video, I've actually already connected to the battery just to make sure this was all going to work and wasn't just going to be a waste of our time. Hello, focus, focus. So as you can see, I've renamed it to Baku PSL. So as you can see, it shows us our state of charge at 97%, voltage of 13.4 volts, and a capacity of 10.5 amp hours. This battery claims to be 9 amp hours, so I'm not sure what that's about, but I don't know, maybe it has a capacity tester, and currently that's just the actual capacity right now. Maybe it's just a 9 amp rated, because in about a year it's probably going to be 9 amp hours or something after a standard cycle usage. I don't know. So anyways, we got state of charge, and voltage, and capacity. It says health is perfect, status is standby, so there's no load or anything on it, standby. Click these 3 dots. There's 2 options. You can log in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, rather. If you log in with 1, 2, 3, 4, you can get the a bunch of alarms here. So this is like a over current protection, under current protection, over temperature protection, under temperature protection, all that stuff. If you can understand the acronyms, high voltage, maybe low voltage, over current protection, or over current charge, over current discharge. Yeah, so over current charge, over current discharge probably. HTC, so probably hot temperature. HTD, really cold, I'm not sure. LTC, low temperature. Load. Oh my god, I wish they gave us a legend on these. Anyways, there's acronyms for all of the different alarms. So those will go red if the battery is in any one of those states, obviously. In the very bottom, you have the volts or millivolts of each series group. So there's 1, 2. If we look, 1. Sorry, it's just so zoomed in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 series groups by 3. So it's 4S by 3P, 4S 3P. So down at the below, we have the 4 parallel groups and each of their voltage. So 3335 millivolts, so 3.33 volts, 3.33 volts, 3.33 volts, 3.33 volts. Now if you look, 3.34 volts, so there's just a tiny bit of spread, not even 10 millivolt spread, so that's not too bad. So that's the main thing you want to keep an eye on. Once the spread gets too large, it's kind of telling you that maybe one of your series groups is done, and once one of them goes, the whole battery is fried. So continuing on, if you now log in with the password 5678, you can change the name of the battery. So that's what I did earlier to change it to Baku PSL. I'm going to cancel that because I got it exactly how I wanted. So you could change the password by using the password 5678 to look at the stats, use the password 1234. It's very weird, but it's how they do it. If we look in here, we have, once again, volts and amps. So if we put a load on this battery, we will be able to see the amp usage. I would like to be able to show you that, but I don't really have a load that I could put on it right now. But it works. Trust me, it works. If you look down here, we have cycle life. So this is going to be based on a full charge and a full discharge. I'm assuming something in the way. It may account for it may only account for an 80% discharge and an 80% charge. I'm not sure what it defines as a full cycle life, but that is telling you your cycle life. Now if we go over to the third tab, we have some events. I'm assuming that's for overcurrent event, undercurrent event. It's going to tell you this in a list, and probably time and dated. And this is their last page, just telling you to go buy their batteries. Okay, so yeah, folks, 97% stated charge. That's the maximum I could actually get it charged with the Noco Genius G3500 set at the lithium battery mode. So I'm not sure if that's a fault of the charger or a fault in the measuring system inside this app, or just something that Noco purposely did not to overcharge lithium batteries. Alright folks, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I gotta stick this back in the box. I don't think it's anything worth showing you guys. It's just gonna slide back in there just as it did going into it. And then I'm just gonna clobber it with glue. Simple as that. It's gonna live to see another day, and no one's really gonna notice it was ever taken apart, except for you guys. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.